have you communicated with a social media user who goes by the name ThATuMBRELLAgUY?
I've had several phone calls with the person who goes by the name ThATuMBRELLAgUY. I don't actually know his real name.
Tina, is there any way you can get in touch with Tug? And if he has...
Welcome to the show. You look incredible, like a dessert that owns a yacht.
That's exactly the vibe I was going for. You know, sweet but slightly out of your tax bracket.
Mission accomplished. How does one even shop for a suit when your head is...
Gold on my neck, gold on my hand, purple with the stripes, that's the walk of a man. Sidewalk shining, city lights humming, every step I take, they know a boss is blazing the whip, gotta vanquish the needs, my kingdom for some poppy seeds, yo.
Police or zombie problems? Your tortoise won't stop breakdancing?
Try blue tape.
The miracle of our age. Yay!
I'm calling from Los Angeles, and I'm having a little problem under the name ThATuMBRELLAgUY. I sent him my phone number at least 20 times in the chat and told him to call me. He ignored me. I'm a man. I filed the report. If you guys could take a look at it and give me a call back, I would love to hear what you guys can do to help us. We really need to kind of stop this guy at least until Monday. I told him to call me. I'm a man.
Mask on. Lights low. Size 14.
They were selling me a Halo. Hands deep in the payroll. PR wolves in the raincoat, calling it a campaign. Same old 100K in the smokestack. Trust us will bring hope back. Every post was a blowback to the screenshots. Hit the group chat. Career crooks in a PR suit. One donor, pay the whole loot. 56 in a quick swoop. Left them hollow as a dry route. Timeline turning into siren. Every threat another siren. Can you feel the floor sliding? Yeah, we see where you're hiding.
Master.
Pulling down the curtains, receipts in my hand, now it's certain. You were out here grifting for the cloud and the cut. Now the whole feed watching while we're lining you up. Masked up, every line replay. Name and the tag, can't escape that display. You can scrub, you can spin, you can cry, that's enough. But the internet remembers and it's looking real rough. Yeah, that umbrella guy drop links. Suddenly your bravado shrinks. Every don't ass start to stink. When the totals never match the ink. Yeah, you were bragging in the group chat. Same time begging for a new stat. Talking justice in the hashtags. As you laughed about the cash grab, you said trust the plan. Now what? We just mapped every dime, every cut, every alt, every sock, every front. Funny how the mask slips in a stunt. Is it fraud? Is it cloud? Is it both? Is it law on your neck, on your throat? You could claim it's a game, it's a joke, but a lot of people broke when you spoke. Masked up, pulling down the curtains, receipts in my hand, I was certain. You were out here grifting for the cloud and the cut. Now the whole feed watching while we're lining you up. Masked up, every line on replay. Name in the tag, can't escape that view spray. You can scrub, you can spin, you can cry, that's enough. But the internet remembers and it's looking real rough. Screens glow, paint scroll, mask on.
What's up, folks? How's it going? It took a minute. I'm not sure what exactly is happening, but the processor that works with StreamYards has overloaded. It is wild stuff. It is absolutely wild, but it is working now. Hey, how is it going though? Man, I guess maybe it's a Friday. I guess maybe it's saying, well, I'm not sure exactly what we're supposed to be doing, but we're going to get it kicked off the ground. And it has been a crazy, crazy day. I swear. You know, last night kicked off the crazy. In fact, we heard Megan Fox blamed for some of the weirdest stuff. You know, Megan Fox gets blamed for some weird things. You know, last night we also supposedly showed proof that there will be a lawyer, which again I absolutely hope happens. I hope beyond hope that there is a lawyer that pops in, and Megan Fox she has the chance to countersue the shit out of Lisa. You know, Lisa accused her last night of being part of a bond scam fraud. That's right. One of the weird, what in the world? Oh man, you had Annette actually go live today, which was a lot of fun too. She's been posting about things. I mean, it's been a very interesting day. Now she did say that she was going to go live today too, but she did not follow through a second time. Oh well, I guess you can't have too much fun on the whole day, but she did go through with it one time. She's actually, it's funny because with her 31 minutes that she was on, let's see, 10 days ago, she had, I'm looking at her numbers right now. 10 days ago, she had almost 2,000 hits on 30 minutes. So that's like 1,000 watch hours or so. Got to be close anyway. She had another 26 minutes and she had around 1,600 hits. And today she's managed 1,400 on her 13 minutes. But still, you know, she's still complaining that she's not monetized or anything. Man, everybody's throwing her a lot of views. It is something else. She should move on with it. She should get in there and get that monetization bug on. But let's talk about some of the stuff that is going on. Now, let me pull up the Megan Fox stuff. This is, I mean, it is nuts to read through. I was shocked by what I read with some of what Megan Fox was being accused of last night. And of course, we had this kicked off. Now it may be a little blurry. I'm zooming it in, but you had this showcased as the supposed lawyer. Now, I'm not saying it's not real. I'm really hoping it's real. Again, I'm not wishing a lawsuit on Megan Fox either. What I'm saying is this person wants to say they're going to do it over and over and over and over again. Well, cool. Let's see it roll. Let's see it ride. You know, that would be amazing. And they have been saying this whole time that they're going to bring it. Well, it says work requested litigation against Megan Melissa Fox. Dear Lisa, we are pleased that you, Lisa Lee, the client, have agreed to engage Redacted Law Firm PA, aka the firm, to represent you in connection with the above referenced matter and any other matter requested by you and agreed to by us in writing. Oh, that will be fun times there. Like I said, Oh, a copyright lawsuit. That'll be amazing. You know, it will be. It'll be awesome. And other litigation, oh man, that'll be a lot of fun too. Yeah, go out there, talk about donor unrest, talk about the blame. Oh, so much good stuff. So much good. But she also last night, while all of that was coming up, she decided that that was not enough to drop out there. No, she also had to say something really crazy, something that when she wrote about it or talked about it, I'm not going to say it doesn't make sense. I'm going to say that it is absolutely harebrained, and to blame somebody for this is the epitome of defamation. But that seems to be something that she thrives on. So I'm going to tell you a story here. I'm going to read this to you. And this, again, is what they threw out along with Megan. Oh, by the way, though, with the Megan stuff, we also found out something else. We found out that the lawyer that is supposed to be coming, they were not picked up in enough time to go out and to actually fight the copyright mess that is kicked off. So Megan Fox should be looking at getting her videos back, and Olap should be looking at getting her videos back as well. So I guess that's going to be so I guess the copyright strikes off of that, where she's gone in and she's targeted multiple people there. Yeah, that's going to be a problem for her unless she decides again that she wants to sue Olaf as well, because it's not just bringing up that anymore. That actually has turned into its own problem. But today was the 10th day. It was the 10th business day, I should say. So she has not gotten that done. Interesting there. But let's listen to this. Check this out. So she said that when Gabe was transferred, get this, he was transferred from Sumter County to Volusia County. When he arrived at Volusia County, I was actually at the doctor's office, and I can tell you this call was a private number, but usually right now it's coming from like, legal, right? So I answered it, and it was a guy claiming his name was Sergeant Watson, and that Gabe was was just transferred over to Volusia County, and he was able to get a pre-trial bond of $1,270, right? And I'm like, really? I'm like, if he goes and he gave me your information, I said, so Gabe just got to Volusia, and you're telling me that he told you to call me to get him his bond? And yeah, I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm like, well, I'm at the doctor's office right now. I'm gonna have to get my card. I'm gonna get back to you. Here, where can I call you back at? And he tried to make it like this, like, limited time. Like, usually I'm supposed to just bypass this. You're either going to do this or you don't. And I'm like, okay, this is really weird. So this is bullshit. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, give me your number. And he gave me a number, but I wrote it on my hand because there was no paper around me. I was literally around a desk. I had no paper. But I found the pen and I wrote on my hand. So within like 10 seconds from me saying, all right, well, give me your number, Gabe calls. He just got over to Volusia. He's in Bookett. They just fingerprinted him. I'm like, okay. I got someone that was just on the line saying, you can be bonded out. He goes, I can get bonded out. And I'm like, yeah. He says, you can get bonded out. Well, it turns out, he goes, I don't have any bond. And I said, that's what I thought. So she's going to go on, and I'm going to read the rest of this to you, but she's in the process of almost giving her money to a scammer. Now, if you're like, how does that link up to Megan Fox? Well, just wait. Just wait. Because even though these types of scams are a very very commonplace. When they deal with her, apparently the only way that her about getting scammed works is if Megan Fox was somehow part of the deal. This is so crazy, I'm telling you. When I read this at first, like, you have got to be kidding me. You know, for real, you've got to be kidding me with this. But no, got to blame Megan Fox again. And when you listen to this, you're probably already like, yeah, that doesn't sound right, does it? Well, anyway, so she says, it turns out I don't have a bond. I said, that's what I thought. And he's like, hold on. And he walked over to the deputy, and he told him, basically said, the deputy said, that's a scam. Okay. Now, these scams are very well known. Let me show you something. Okay. I'm going to pull this up on the screen just to say how commonplace they are. There's more of this story coming, but the scam itself, check this out. Here is Sumter County, and one of their myriad freaking warnings about this. This is 2025. Man, they are everywhere. They're on their sites and everything else. But they note the Sumter County Sheriff's Office is warning the public of a phone scam involving calls from a subject identifying themselves as either a bondsman or a member of the Sheriff's Office / jail requesting payment for bond. The bond payments have been requested through the Zelle app. We wanted to make the community aware that neither a bondsman nor Sumter County Sheriff's Office / jail will make unsolicited contact with friends or family of inmate asking for money. Please call the jail directly for bond information if you're unsure. So you can see they've been posting this forever. This has been going on for a long, long time. And obviously, unless you're trying to indicate that Megan Fox has been involved in this scam forever, you just implicated her in yet something else. That's what she's going to do. Yet something else that is the epitome of defamation. So let's continue. But coming from people again that say people are child groomers and all kinds of other stuff, that doesn't shock me in any way, shape, or form. But the deputy tells them that's a scam, right? So she's like, that's not what's going on. That's a scam. You don't have a bond. So I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, all right, well, that was weird, but let me finish my doctor's appointment. Call me back in 20 minutes. So that night, Megan goes live, right? And this is where it is, in my opinion, and my summary here, she says there were rumors that Gabe was home and paid a bond of $1,500 to be released. And I'm like, where the hell did that come from? How did Megan know that anything like him being released after she knew he had no bond because she bragged about it? How did she get that information? How does she get that information? Shady ass shit. That's what it is. So she knows who called me pretending to be a police sergeant and trying to get my credit card to pay for a fake bond. Forget it. Get him out. How the hell did she know that? Yeah, some of you guys weren't here last night because I was a second live. So you say, yeah, I told that last night. But yeah, she said it on the live. I got it. I downloaded it. So it's all good. But that's messed up. Yeah, that right there crosses a line. Yes. Yeah, so how on earth would she know that? Yeah, she was talking, idiots, about people in your own fucking chat, your own folks, saying that he had actually bonded out already. $1,500 is not the same as 1,200 and what was the number again? Give me a second. I have to roll back to it. It's $70. They're not even remotely the same. Again, you came out and told myriad people, you told hundreds of people that Megan Fox knew who tried to phone scam, bail scam you. You accused her online. That's the same thing when you've accused her of trying to shut down schools, when you've accused her of trying to call landlords. All of that stuff has been a heap of BS Just absolute freaking BS. And you've decided, hey, it would be smart to actually try to go with that. It's interesting, right? It's interesting. I thought that was kind of amazing. I mean, imagine saying that Megan Fox ripped her or tried to rip her off. Actually, imagine almost going with the freaking scam with her own her own narrative. She almost gave her money to a bail bondsman scammer. You would think no. I also don't get the idea that she's told us now that she's not going to pay for a lawyer for Gabe. She's not going to do that. She said that. She said it at the beginning. Well, now she is, however, wanting to hire somebody to go after Megan Fox. That is very interesting. So he gets to sit and rot. Megan Fox is the priority. I mean, again, you prioritize what you want to prioritize, but that is something else. All right, I want to show you something, and then we're going to go over to the Preston items, because the Preston items are pretty interesting things. Megan mentioned this last night. I think this is kind of wild. You know, I've put this out here a couple of times because I really would like for Michelle Preston to answer this right here. So, Preston, you've actually, you've said multiple times that you've never used fake accounts. You've made a pretty big deal of that, in fact. Well, interestingly enough, Megan, while looking over the Ashley story, randomly ran across these postings. These postings were made to Ed Bull. Now, if you don't know Ed Bull is, according to Lynette Preston, the lawyer that she had back when with Ashley. Okay, so on his Twitter page, you had these items. Now, they had been missed for a while because you'll notice the account here. The account is that Nisha Boo? When you read that, you know, I would say, you can create any account you want, by the way, but this certainly does not sound like Lynette Preston. And we know she's had accounts in the past, for sure. We've seen screenshots of it where she's complained to YouTube, which this account has done too, and talked about trying to get people like Hale's flag too. But this is really just interesting. Just listen to this. So, Mr. Bull, I'm trying to contact you through the Attorney General's office. I'm an old client. It's urgent, sir. I've left you a message here. Then this is very indicative of it being Lynette Preston. You know, you can tell from what it's talking about. Mr. Bull, I'm trying to find you. You represented me in Lucas County many years ago due to my stepchild. I need to speak with you about that case ASAP. I've called and left messages it says, at your office. Please, Mr. Bull, I need to speak to you. It's urgent. Now, Lynette Preston has talked about in Lucas County many years ago that she was represented by this guy against her stepchild. This is 100% her. Time matches, story matches. The only thing that doesn't match is the strange account type that's here. That doesn't match because this account, again, it's some kind of, it's not, it doesn't say Lynette Preston. That's for damn sure. It's an account that it's not pretending to be anywhere near Lynette Preston's name. Let me check something with it real quick. I'm going to look up something on it. I'm amazed by this sometimes. You know, I am absolutely freaking amazed by it sometimes. Let's see, boo, N-E-A-S-H. I'm looking it up real quick. And boo. One thing you can do on here on Twitter that I like above, if you've never used, if you've always used Facebook, you can actually just easily search and see anything that a account has ever done. So let me see if I can find it doing. Huh, that's interesting. N-E-A-S-H-I. N-E-A-S-H-I-A. Did y'all take that down, Lynette? That's funny. I'm getting no hits on it now. Huh. Yeah, maybe they took it down after we noticed it. Oh, fun times. Fun times there, isn't it? You know? That is true, too. Look, Robin said, and thanks for the 5, the scam, talking about the bail scam, that has been going on for years up here in New York and New Jersey. Yes, you know, in fact, we get those. I've gotten them before, you know, when like my ex for DUI and other stuff, right away, if they've put somebody in as any kind of contact or anything, that's what you get. You get contacted. I mean, almost right away. You get all these hits asking for money, and they warn you. They warn you not to give people that call money, you know, unless you specifically know that person. Don't do anything with it. Don't actually give money to anybody that is trying to solicit you for funds. I mean, it's pretty commonplace. People should know better, and yet. So Lynette Preston today, she does a live. Okay. I'm going to read her post in the aftermath, and then we're going to go over the live itself. The live actually talks about, again, her. Now, I caught the live. It was funny, by the way. Let me show you something else with this. I actually ended up catching the live, which, well, it happened in such a weird manner. I was kind of shocked by the fact that I ended up catching it, but I did. I caught it from go. And one thing that I found really interesting wasn't just the fact that I caught it, but in the aftermath, John Cook posts 34 minutes after the live it actually goes, and 32 minutes after, or rather 36 minutes after, he suddenly is a mod and he's starting to delete people's comments. Huh. Now, I seem to remember her talking about him and talking about him being terrible and awful, and she was done with him and washes her hands of him, but she apparently modded him up and is allowing him to control her chat comments, which she ended up turning off, by the way. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. So here's what she said in the aftermath of it, and then we'll go for the whole thing, for the whole enchilada. But I want to pull up her comment here, because she said she was going to do it live afterwards and reveal all, but of course we didn't get that on it. So she says, you know, I've shut off comments because you can't say anything nice. You shouldn't say anything at all. Well, people are not obligated to nicety. You know that, right, Lynette? And what you call nicety, what you call someone being nice, they have to fully agree with you, or else. People don't have to online. People can come up with whatever they want. She's like, stop bringing my little girl into this. Now, right away, her live stream, as you will see, starts off with that subject. So when people are commenting on that subject, of course, they're bringing that up because again, she brought that. I mean, that is the majority of her live stream. That, and she does address the Lisa thing. She says, stop believing you know her because you do not. in a little while, I'm going to do another short little live to go over the garbage. Tina said, Tina catching strays in here for some reason. Tina said about my adoption like she knows about my adoption. I didn't know her. She wasn't there. She has no idea what happened in my adoption. So there you go. But I'll explain it all. Then maybe you'll see the truth and see how stupid she was being by saying the dumb crap she said. She quoted you on quite a bit, Lynette. You say a lot of crazy stuff, too. You say a lot of crazy stuff. I mean, again, in one conversation, you said a lot of crazy stuff. So people that believe they're relevant and lie and make up stories just so they can get on YouTube and make their little money is ridiculous. Actually, Tina sent you money, ma'am. That's right. She sent you money. She posted proof about that. She posted proof that she sent cash near Christmas. And she did note, too, that you said that you did not receive that. But she has actually posted. She took copies of the letter and everything that she actually sent before she sent it. Huh. So it's funny when you talk about making money, because that was somebody that they sent you money. They don't have a YouTube channel. They don't get paid by people for interviews or anything else. So I mean, for you to say that is quite wild. You know, this is a person that they went in full on you for their long time, but you decided that you wanted some drama with them. You decided to accuse them of some pretty heinous stuff. All because you wanted contact, by the way. You know, that's the most amazing part of all that story is the fact that Lynette Preston asks her to make contact. Myself and, well, who knows what else. And after she does it, she catches all kinds of shit for it. It's strange, you know. It's really strange. But then I guess that's how it works, huh? But I will do a small one and get that situated. Hopefully that if anything else doesn't come to light that I need to do, like I don't have 10,000 other things to do. So apparently those 10,000 other things, I guess, came to light. Or you did say that somebody was out there threatening you and keeping you from doing your lives. Again, that would either be a person that is there with you, or it's a certain person that said that you're ungrateful. Oh, by the way, too, so make this very clear yet again for the cheap seats out there. Talking to you, Lynette. Lynette Preston keeps saying that Lisa said that she was ungrateful when it came to donors, and that I said that. No. Actually, I've made it very clear. I have not seen any proof to that effect. That Lisa was the first person to say that. And as far as subjects are concerned, I can see these subjects as different items. I can see the subjects as there is the Jeremy Hales stuff that's going on, and then there is the her and Lisa stuff that is going on. Two different things there. Huh. Why can't you see that, Lynette? But yeah, I have no reason to tell you any different either. If I thought you had done it, I would 100% jump all over that shit. Because we aren't pals or anything. And it doesn't hurt me at all to say it. But I just don't believe it. I don't believe it, not without some kind of proof. And for 2L to have said that you're trashing donors and stuff, yeah, no, not at all. I don't believe it at all. So let's, give me a second, let me get a drink. So let's look at this, this live, see exactly what was brought up. And interestingly, let me note this with you too. So I managed this time to catch pretty much the whole thing. And the way that I managed that was such a bizarre thing. See, I managed to catch this. Now, I'm not going to play it off this. I'm going to play you your AUD version, which is not Lynette's again, it's not directly her voice. So, because, yeah, and you can watch her too, for sure. I'm in no way discouraging you from it, but I like it because I caught this right from going. You can see like comments rising, and I mean, I'm right in there at first. I'm telling her, hey, because she talks about the handwriting expert and talks about how that 100% vindicates her, which that handwriting expert is a mess, lady. Yeah. All you've got to do is look his name up. Now, she gets upset when people say this because he's the greatest thing ever. Have you seen the articles online? Yeah, he wrote those articles. Have you ever noticed that? He or his school or someone connected to him, they're the ones writing the articles telling you that he is world renowned and all of this stuff. The reality is that he's actually been booted out of multiple cases because he's lied about things, according to the judge. He has no methodology, according to the judge. All kinds of different issues. But yeah, I did catch it at the beginning. So what happened with it was I was doing some reading exercises with the little one. We work on her reading. She's doing really good, by the way. But we work on her reading all the time. And one of the things that helps with that is finding like little musical things with like musical videos and other stuff like that. I'll find them online and I'll show her. And while I was pulling one up, I had a notification come up and I accidentally clicked it. I hit it right then, and it was Lynette Preston. She had just gone live. I got a notification and accidentally hit it. So I read across her live right at the very beginning. It was such a fluke thing because, she doesn't have any schedule. And yet, it's kind of funny. Oh, Leah, look here too. Hey, Ashley, thanks for the 5. I made Spacey tell the truth. Well, just waiting for my review for monetization to go through. How do you like them apples, Spacey? That's right. There you go. And congrats there too. You've definitely taken something where someone tried to aim a very, very nasty negative your way, and you ended up turning it into something positive for yourself. That's the way to do it. That is absolutely the way to do it. Congrats on that. I'm proud that you've managed to do that. So in this, though, you can see, I mean, there's a lot of people commenting. But what really strikes me about this, Lynette, is the fact that the people that are supposedly out there that would supposedly help and support you, those people don't show up. Those folks from Lisa, they're never there. They never show up. It's kind of crazy, It is kind of crazy. So let's look at this. Let me pull up the thing. Give me 1 second. I gotta pull up the old transcriber. It's there it is. And yeah, let's have fun with it. I like the fact that I like the fact too. Here's another little tidbit for you, Lynette. I think you really should know. When your videos are starting to go, you'll notice her video always just starts, right? Like she'll already be talking. Wait until the video goes live. In fact, give it about 10 to 15 seconds after it says that you're live, then start speaking. You don't start speaking right when you click the button because it has to connect. See, I've noticed that she's always cutting off parts of sentences, or that when she's speaking, it feels like we're catching something that is already started. And I think that's because right when you click the button, Lynette, I think you start talking. And you've got to give it a minute. Because YouTube, it doesn't matter how you connect to it, YouTube takes a minute. Yeah, just remember that. Because if you're going to be out here talking about somebody or something, I definitely want to catch that. But let's see this. Now, this was only a 13-minute live today. It was short in comparison with some others. We still need to catch all of those. But let's see what was said here.
I just need to get this out there. I need everybody to know something. Hale's made a post talking about patients. Let me backtrack.
So there's been an account going around that has identified itself as Leslie. Now, again, nobody is saying that it's definitively Leslie, but it has said some pretty wild things. So with the statement here, Hale's made he clipped a couple of these statements that are coming from whatever this account is out there. Again, it's been popping up everywhere. It's been saying certain things, and yeah, I mean they're pretty saucy. Now, I can't say definitively who's behind that, but again, it's made some pretty incredible claims. That's what she's stating this about. But these are not, you can't directly attribute them to Hale's. You know, if I take a screenshot, this is something that Lynette has been doing. Like, well, she's done it with myself. If I point out that 2L has said something and their chat has actually said certain things about Lynette, then she attributes that to myself. And I'm like, no, that's not how that works. You know, it's not me saying that. It's someone else just pointing it out. But let's go.
Hale's made a post saying that Leslie has turned the tables again and is holding a video of me slapping my daughter. That is such bunk, and I'm going to debunk that right now.
Debunking it.
When this very first started.
Now, this is crazy because the debunking of that is going to be talking about, it's so strange. I feel like anytime we get one of these lives, we just go wherever the thought process takes us. We're going to go to the signs and all kinds of other oddity. Here we go.
And he, as we all know now, falsely accused me of writing the signs and putting them out. I was late, but I went to a function for all of the candidates running for town council. At that function, I got pulled in, jumped out of my car, grabbed my little girl out of the car seat, put her in the stroller, and then rolled her over to where everybody was. Somewhere in that mess, Mr. Hales alleges that his employee, Precious, saw me slap my daughter across the face. Well, how do you see someone slap someone across the face when no one else saw it?
Wait, that doesn't make sense. First of all, Lynette, how do I see people do things that other people might not have seen too? Well, again, I'm not saying you did anything here, but in your hypothetical here, you're at a crowded place. Other people are doing God knows what. And just to be honest, many people are willing to overlook God knows what. First of all, they may not be paying attention. So how could that happen? Oh, it can happen very easily. You know, socially, people ignore a lot of pretty horrible behavior. If you want proof of that, go to your local Walmart one day and watch people wandering around and some of the stuff that they do, like they do to their kids and stuff. I mean, it's just, it's unreal. And again, that is not an accusation. I have not accused you of anything. I'm just answering your question, how exactly that would come up.
There's a whole bunch of people there, at least 30 people. Nobody else saw it. No one heard it. No one saw my child crying. No one saw a red mark on her face. My little girl was laughing and giggling with everybody. Everybody was playing with her, saying hi to her. There was no issues. It was a lie set up by Mr. Hales. Yet again, that happened when all of this started, which is almost 5 years ago, guys. 2022. 4 years now. 4 years. Okay? 4 years.
How does that connect with the Leslie? Well, I shouldn't say Leslie post. How does that connect with the post that stated that it was from Leslie? How exactly does that connect? I'm kind of confused by that.
That happened. That Leslie was not around, guys. There's no way Leslie could have a video. She wasn't around. She wasn't here. Read the handwriting report. It's out there. It's public. Look at it. You'll see I am the one telling the truth. My family has been destroyed so that another human being can get rich on YouTube. And now how many others are doing the same?
Well, you know what? First of all, I do a for-profit show. By the way, if you would like to support the channel, you enjoy what we do, think about popping out those wonderful, wonderful dollary dues. Somebody, by the way, wrote and said that the screenshot from Lisa was very washed out. Yeah, they essentially what's happening is during a stream, you're pulling up someone else's screenshot that's pretty garbage on a stream too. So after you pull up multiple, versions of that, it starts to look washed out. It looks horrible. Some of them are, God, they're almost impossible to read sometimes. So, I mean, that sucks, but I wish there was a better way. I would have AI clean them up, but AI is very bad at cleaning up imagery because it changes the words to it. So apologies if something looks rough on the screen there, No, Silver Fox there. Wait, this was when she was running for a seat. And yes, patients did say she saw her smack child and others seen too. Well, see, what's weird is like I said, there's an account that has self-identified as Leslie, stating that there was a video. Now, I don't know with that account. I can't very much say that I 100% know who that is, but wow, there's been a lot of freak out about that account lately. And Hale's pointed out a couple of screenshots from it. So that's where that came in. So like I said, I'm not sure if that is who it claims it is, but with all the infighting and other insanity that comes up, I mean, who knows? These people are fighting with each other all the time.
Yes, he's paid my children. Yes, he's got my kids now getting money and they're getting rich on you.
So look, my ex-children now. It's going to be my ex-children. Here's a strange thing. Look, I have good stepfather. I've had a bad step-parent, very bad step-parent, very bad. And I've had good step-parents. I've had a stepfather that I really, really liked that had passed away, which was devastating. Right now, I have a great stepfather as well, but I've had a bad one too, and the weird thing is that I don't become their ex anything. It's strange. Once family, always family. I've never thought about including anyone as ex-children. They are or they aren't. If you can see if your bond isn't strong enough that you consider somebody your child. I've never thought about calling someone my ex-child. I can't imagine that. That is yet another hurtful, nasty thing to say about somebody. But yeah, what they're talking about, first of all, he's paid my children. Jeremy's paid your kids? No, you know what? When you go out and you attack people, they want to set the record straight. It's kind of like with Ashley. I'm glad that she's been bringing up things with her YouTube, and she covers other things as well. But if she comes on and talks about that, that doesn't mean that she's being compensated for that. I personally, I don't make it a habit to compensate people for something like that. And the reason why is I don't want any question of impropriety. I want everything to be above board. And when we look at it, you know, you can say, well, I wanted to tell the truth on this. They wanted to talk about their side of things, and they wanted to counter a lot of this stupid. But it always comes back to money for Lynette. Lynette, for somebody that doesn't think about money, you say that yourself. You talk about it quite a bit.
Ex-children getting rich on YouTube as well. My ex-children getting rich on YouTube as well. People are going to say whatever they're.
What do you think, by the way, that YouTube makes? Getting rich on YouTube? Do you think, first of all, Ashley is now looking at making money, which is a great thing. I'm happy for her, like I said. But she has been talking about this for a hot minute without that. The videos she did before that you attacked her on and wanted her to take down, she didn't get paid for those. So it's wild to see that. It's absolutely wild to see it.
They're going to say because they need money, especially when they've never had it, when they haven't worked and haven't held real jobs, just fake jobs, or run their own business that never worked, whatever. I'm so over all of this. I'm so sick and tired of every bit of it.
I mean, she's on here, they're talking about it. You know, that's the amazing part of it. I like this too, by the way. I really liked this statement, you know, where she's talking about people not having real jobs. You think that everybody that's been, like myself, I've had other jobs. This is a job too. I do it every single day. You know, by the way, if you enjoy this job, no, but I mean, I do it every single day. But before this, I had a job for about 13 years working in mental health. I've talked about it. I did everything: case management, moving over to therapy, freaking running a freaking entire center in mental health. Oh, all kinds of stuff. And if she's talking about other folks, it's interesting, closer to home for her. Like, do these people work? Are they actually out doing, contributing? So when they say people they haven't worked or held real jobs, how long has John been out? I mean, does he count in that? It's just, it's so strange. I always like too how people define what your career is. Like, online isn't real. You know, they really wanted it for like Lynette, listening to her post about Jeremy Hales and what she wanted from her new neighbor. Oh, she absolutely considered it a real job then, didn't she? When she was talking about making a fortune off of it. Oh, it was a real job then, you know, but now it's not a real job anymore. Right. Why? Because I guess she didn't make her money. Is flea market real work? Again, I'm not taking shots at anybody that is on any type of disability. I'm not taking shots at anybody that grinds and gets their money. You make your money however you make your money. I don't care how you make your money. But apparently Lynette Preston is out there counting your stacks, but she's like, oh, you're out there. It's all fake jobs. You never run your own business that never worked. What is this, though? I mean, what does this mean?
When they haven't worked and haven't held real jobs.
They've had just fake jobs.
Just fake jobs.
Wait, what does that mean? What is a fake job? It's funny that somebody picks up a microphone and they go to YouTube when they want to give their opinion, and yet they bitch and moan when it comes to people actually being good at that. I mean, again, Lynette, it's funny. I noticed you haven't taken down your prior videos, almost like you're trying to count those toward monetization. I hate to remind you every single moment that you're not allowed to make money on YouTube. Not you, Lynette. Why? Because you denounced it, you decried it. It's bad, right? I mean, that's something else. Yeah. Green Veggie said Jeremy makes $200K max from YouTube. That's far from rich. Some areas it's barely making enough to live. From YouTube, I do fine. I feel pretty good in what I am able to do. But some of these people, they seem to think it's showering millions on you, and it's like, you have no idea how that works. On top of it, Hale's grinds and auctions and everything else too. It's not just one item that keeps it going. And these people, they all enjoyed tearing him down and wanting to, quote unquote, bring his empire down. But now they don't like it anymore. Isn't that strange? Yeah. Like Silver Fox said too. I mean, hey, remember that old cease and desist 5 years ago? Yeah. And now they want people to cease and desist. It is funny. It is very funny there. Yeah, Valor News. They threw each other under the bus about the signs in Ohio. Perjury. I made a music video. I'll have to check it out. I've seen a few songs rolled in lately too. What? Us not understanding how to make a living. Here I am giving more money because I know exactly what I'm paying for. Here you go. Definitely not a barn dominium. That's right. They underestimate thugs. Well, no, I think they know. I think they absolutely know. It's a jealousy issue. See, when people are counting your stags, and they're like, you're getting rich off of that. Yeah, that's because they aren't, and they want what you have. See, for me, when I look, I guess I think about that differently. When I've looked at YouTubers, and I think that person over there, like Jeremy Hales, okay? If I think Jeremy Hales, hey, he's doing better than me. Well, first of all, congrats to him. And second of all, I can either whine about it and do nothing, or I can look at what he does, take the things that work for me and move forward, learn lessons with it and make it work, grind harder, and that's the way you go. And it takes time. I mean, Lynette hasn't figured this. Lynette had the easiest thing about making money pop in her lap ever. Now, just because some other people didn't hand her that money, that is not my problem. I'm pouring some water in it. If something sounds weird, I'm pouring water into a water bucket. I've got a gallon. I cannot drink out of this thing. I'm going to end up spilling it all over me. So I'm trying to fill my water bowl up or my water thing up. I better not say water bowl. You'll think I'm in a Leslie video. All right, let's get to a water bowl. I'm an influencer. I'm going to have him drink out of a dog bowl. But just fake jobs, or what is this thing about running their own business?
Or run their own business that never worked, whatever.
What business is that supposed to be about? The business that never worked. Is that like the bench that never was? What's going on?
I'm so over all of this. I'm so sick and tired of every bit of it. There's not one post out there of me doing anything to Mr. Hales.
Dude, there are a lot of posts. Again, you keep saying this. You keep noting that you've never done anything. You've enjoyed a lot of crazy fucking talk online. A lot of it. A lot of crazy, crazy business. If you want to say in rewriting that you never did anything wrong, that's fine. You can spin it however you want. But the reality is that this doesn't make it true.
There's not one post out there of me doing anything to Lisa. There's not.
Now, look, it's Lisa now. What?
One post out there of me doing anything to anyone else at all, because I haven't. That's not who I am. I am doing everything I can to just get through all of this.
You know, when you go live and you talk for 15 minutes, or every time you go live and you talk shit about that person, then that is you doing something. And again, that is your prerogative. You know, in fact, I would say that you can. You know, there is that wonderful freedom of speech element. You can indeed say that you don't like that man, and whatever. Now you get into some crazy allegations with some stuff afterwards, but you know, you don't have to. You're not obligated to nicety. That's okay. That is absolutely okay. You're not obligated to nicety for myself either. It's lovely.
I'm not the one who drove by my property every single day filming.
But you film from your fence. Don't you find the hypocrisy of this? You film from your fence. She's going to complain about filming and her property being filmed. Okay. Again, from the the reality of that is that while you may not like it, and I'm not saying that I personally like the idea of people being able to ride down a road and fucking film my home either, but they can. They absolutely can. That is a totally legal thing, which you know is. You absolutely know that is legal too. Because if it wasn't legal, then you would have been able to get Hales arrested.
I'm not the one who has me under 24-hour-a-day surveillance on video cameras across the street aimed directly at my property.
You know, it's so strange. Like I said, she has cameras that are not aimed at her property. They're aimed outward. They record. She's talked about recording Travis. You know, I've got a recording of Travis doing this, or we've got a recording of this happening or that happening. It's not. She's not talking about on her property. She's recording street view, which again, totally can. You can record outward. I'm not saying that's bad, but it's strange to say that you can do it, but other people can't. That the property over there, I mean, I would 100%, after some of the things that John Cook has said, I would 100% have cameras prodding everywhere, making sure that if he popped anywhere near my property, that I absolutely had film of it. And also, like if I'm driving down the road, I wouldn't trust that guy not to do something from said property. I mean, he's threatened to introduce someone to something that goes bang, right? So as far as I'm aware, those things don't have to be, they can be across the property, right? They don't have to be right beside you. So it's interesting. Again, she's like, he's recording my property. Yeah, well, you're recording every person that rides down the road, and you're recording the properties across the street and more.
not his property, my property. I've done none of this.
So look, she directly states that she doesn't do the same thing. She doesn't record other people's property. Like, what? Are those not your, are you stating those aren't your cameras? Is that what we're going with again? I mean, at one time, I got the distinct impression she was saying that those cameras weren't hers, that they belonged to 2L. So is that, are you blaming 2L for that? If you want to throw her under the bus for the cameras too, why not have at it? I mean, fun times, right? Yeah, the old, that's right, JC. LP shaming, not having a real job. Pod me kettle. That's right. It's so wild. E. Poindexter said to LMNOP, 2L, should be a cautionary tale to LO, who is quickly on her way to this glamorous life. I know, it's amazing, isn't it? Oh, my. She's just like, oh, I don't want to be filmed. Dude, you got a giant fence. There's nobody filming you outside of the fence or inside of the fence. You got a giant hefty bag on top of it, floating around like the crappiest pirate I've ever seen. So I don't know what to tell you.
I want it to end. It's tearing my heart apart. It's ruining my health and taking away years that I could have with my child. Because my health is going downhill from stress so quickly, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. It's making my whole world sick.
Do you think when these nasty mofos, do you think when they, like I said, they pull up the records of my ex that included an arrest for domestic violence, and they pull all that stuff up, do you think that's fun for me? Do you think that's something I'm like, hey, fun times there? No, but you know what? It is what it is. But there's turnabout in that. When people want to go there, that's fun. It tells you what they consider on topic or on limits. And Lynette's like, well, that's not on me. Well, guess what? You seem just fine with all the nasty bullshit that comes off of your property. You seem just fine with it when it's aimed at everybody out there. When other folks are aiming at other people's kids, you're okay with that. But when folks quote your own words, this what kills me too is she says that no one ever listens to her. Well, when people bring up the red flag conversations that she's had, she says that that's not what she meant. That it wasn't about the person on her property, even though it has their name on it. And how dare you? That's harassment. And it's like, well, wait a minute. You say you want people to listen to you, then they listen to you, but they don't do exactly what you want, apparently, because they find some of the shit you say alarming. They offer to intervene. They try to intervene, and you call that harassment. I mean, why would you bring things like that up if you didn't want people to intervene? And by the way, I am not in any way, shape, or form telling you to contact anyone. Quite the opposite. Do not contact anyone associated with this mess. But it's amazing when, I mean, again, people have been talking about what they say. It's not what other people have been bringing into it, you know? She, LP doesn't want exposure for her behavior because it ruins her chance at future careers. Too bad, LP. Oh, and that's quite possible. Well, I think all of this is because she's losing everything potentially. Bankruptcy is not a good thing. It can't be, even if she, I don't think from her statements that she believes that she's going to come out of the bankruptcy with her property. I think that she is braced to lose it. I do. I think with everything that she says publicly, that she is bracing because she knows that this is going badly. That's why she talks about not needing the permits, not wanting this or that. I mean, she talks a big game with X, Y, or Z, but I also think they want to set up a lawsuit Now, again, she's already tried lawsuits against Hales. They have not worked out. But I think that she has braced claims for that. She's also thought about going after other people, which would be, like I said, she pretty much made me lawsuit proof, contacting me and asking me to cover stuff. Thank you. But I mean, they've tried getting rich quick. Suing Hales are a lot of I imagine the idea that they had was get a fat settlement or go for. Again, we saw the early conversations going for millions. But anyway, let's keep going.
This just needs to stop. I'm over it. I don't have to do anything else but just try to debunk the lies, and that's what I'm going to do. I will tell the truth. I am going to do a live.
The live didn't happen, by the way. You were doing a live. Why didn't you just do it there? You've already been teasing this live for multiple lives. You know, you did your last group of lives, what, 10 days ago? And then you teased the big live that was supposed to come today. But they still haven't been here. I mean, again, we're rolling up on 2 weeks of that, Lynette. So if it pops off, it pops off.
It's going to have as much in it as I can. I just needed this to get out today. When I saw that, I was like, what? Why bring Leslie involved in anything when she has only been involved for a tiny bit of time? I don't care what went on between them. It has nothing to do with me. It's none of my business.
Your nasty ass freaking stated. You and John Cook have stated some pretty nasty shit with Hales and Leslie. So you pretending, I never said nothing. No, fuck all that noise. I'm going to tell you, you come out and you accuse me of essentially being an ARPist, like these people did with that. I would never, ever. Like if I were Hale, I would feel very motivated. I'd feel very fucking motivated. They took their shot. They failed at it. They went to the police with that false claim, by the way. It wasn't just, you got to remember, it wasn't just a false shot across the bow online, which is bad enough, a reputational shot. No, they went to the police with this garbage claim, which, again, the police could find no proof of whatsoever. They're like, you know, they absolutely shot that down too. But they tried utilizing that. And they tried using IRS, FBI, everything, law enforcement. Good Lord. So, yeah. But then like, oh, well, I didn't want this. I seem to remember you thanking these people for getting involved, Lynette. You wanted them all involved. In fact, I have the screenshots of you thanking them for covering your side because they, you know, you found their coverage friendly. I wonder how you would consider their coverage now, because I'm going to imagine their coverage might not be as friendly since, well, you and your friend 2L are not getting along. So
I don't care what goes on between him and anyone else. It's none of my business.
And yet,
just like nothing that I do is any of his. Why would it be his business? It's my business.
Well, because a lot of your business is interfered with other people's lives. So, yeah.
All I want to do is raise my little girl. I want her to be happy, and she's not. She's not happy living in all of this stress and this.
Again, you have blamed Hales. You have blamed Lisa. You have blamed every side. She's blamed, quote unquote, both sides for now harming her child. It's unreal. It's unreal. Your kid, again, is as old as my kid that runs around here. You see the difference there. I mean, again, we've dealt with a bunch of fake calls too. We've dealt with a bunch of fake CPS garbage too. You know, you're saying it's all fake. Well, I've been there. So if we take you 100% on your word, been there. You know what the difference is? I don't terrorize my kids by telling them that there's a monster out there that's going to get them. We understand stranger danger. I keep a very close eye on my kids all the time. But it's funny, Lynette Preston talks about that one person, like, oh my gosh, they're the devil. It's yet another part of it. I mean, anybody that talks about her, it's my kid, my kid, my kid. It's wild. It is absolutely wild.
This is crazy.
I agree.
It's craziness. I'm not going to listen to any comments. Well,
She's she will listen to comments, by the way.
you started this. I've already proved I didn't. The United States best handwriting experts.
Her handwriting expert is the United States best handwriting expert. You know where that story comes from, by the way? Him being the best handwriting expert. It comes from him. He wrote the articles about him being the best handwriting expert. I mean, the reality, again, Lynette, it's very simple. If you really want to know about it, and I don't think you do, but here, I'll come right back to that, but I want to show this so we can make sure Lynette can't say there's no proof of what I'm talking about. I've posted the proof for you. This is one of many cases involving your handwriting expert, Curtis Baggett. Now here, Curtis Baggett is being just dressed down by a judge. And in this, there are about 8 pages talking about what he brings, what he actually claimed, his contention. For example, he said that that he had been in the field, that he had been part of thousands of cases, that he had all this training and experience. You know, according to his expert report, it noted he had 22 years of experience in the field. Now, this is in 2006, by the way. He had received 10 years of training and expertise in it. He'd received documentation examination training in the U.S. Army. He had served as a document examination consultant in Dallas, Texas. He had, however, it also talks about his qualifications. He says, you know, all these cases I've been involved in. However, when they go through, they say that his certifications, they're not. In fact, there's no evidence that Baggett ever worked with the government. He'd ever established any type of question document laboratory. He said he did, that he trained law enforcement. Again, this is a judge going at him. At most, the evidence shows that he received a vast majority of his training in this field, not from recognized or accredited programs, but from this Dr. Ray Walker, whose own qualifications as a document examiner are suspect. So a questionable dude you hired was trained by a questionable dude. This goes on to say that his method that he states that he uses is not a method at all. There is no method. Essentially, he's a chump for hire. That's what I take from all of this. He tells you what you want to hear if you drop the dollars on him. And all the, I mean, again, here you always say you want evidence of this. But look, I've posted for you. That's one of many cases. They tore into your so-called expert. Judge, not the other side. The other side is one thing, tearing into your expert. But when it's a judge saying, again, It's wild. I mean, this guy, there's other cases too that are just they're amazing. They are amazing because they are so bad, so suspect. But yeah, she's out here telling you she hired the best expert in the freaking, best handwriting expert. He said I didn't do it. Dude, right now I could hire an expert that would probably call themselves the best expert in the field to tell you that I didn't do a live stream tonight. Does that mean it's true? No. When you run into some of these experts in a court too, man, you talk about some dubious mofos. Oh, hate experts.
Said, I didn't do it. And I didn't. The very first sign, if any of you have been in this from the beginning, you'll know where that sign came from.
You'll know where that sign came from, my little pretties. Quit your cryptic shit, Lynette. Just fucking say what you're gonna say. I mean, for real, come on. Oh my Lord. I swear.
Think back. Any of you that have been here since 2021, when he came to Otter Creek and started watching videos, you'll know where that first sign came from. He and his buddies wrote that when he was trying to be a rapper.
Oh my God. Hey, hey Jeremy, maybe we can rap together one day. Yo, dog, what's up? Oh, that'd be amazing. That'd be absolutely amazing. Oh. Coming straight from Otter Creek, yo. Oh my Lord. Oh my God. We're like, they're the Cornbread Boys. What's going on? A rapper. This is a new one. I don't remember this. I don't remember this tale from before. This is a brand new tale that I don't remember her really establishing before. But now the original signs, they come from back when Jeremy Hales wanted to be a rapper. Oh my God. I gotta make a picture of Jeremy Hales with some gold chains. Let's see, Jeremy Hales. Let me take him here and let me. Oh my. Let's see. Turn a friend here into a cartoonish figure and then make him a rapper. Gold chains and a grill in his mouth. Make it fun. Let's see. I'm gonna make him a rapper. Oh my. I wanna watch him spin some records as a rapper. Rapping gives. Yeah. Does she mean DJ? I don't know what she means, guys. I have no idea. I don't know. We're in unexplainable territory. I mean, again, I've never heard this one, but now Jeremy Hales was on the scene in 2021. He went to Otter Creek to become a rapper. Of all places, why would you go to Otter Creek to become a rapper too? Oh, that is awesome. Oh my God. Oh Lord, I got it for you. Oh my gosh, man. You know what? Jeremy makes an awesome rapper. Oh my Lord. He needs this. That's going to be his new career, by the way, baby. Here we go. I've got his I've got a picture of him from 2021. Check this out. Here he is. He's like, look at him there. He's got his grill. He's like, legend don't do normal. Yeah, I remember it. That's where the signs came from, Lynette. Oh my. Oh, it's so good looking there. Yep. Oh, they surprised but stacking. Oh my, that's good. I'm glad I watched it. I see when any of these people are like, you're a monster for watching this. Oh no, I am entertained all the time. Like all you do is want to be mean about it. No, I'm very entertained by some of the stuff I say. Jeremy Hale's the rapper.
The word just came out wrong. And they made lots of fun of it on the video. And that video disappeared. I wonder where it went.
What in the fuck? Let's hear this. Let's hear this narrative again. Okay. Just again, I'm trying to place this. All right. In my mind. Like, have you heard of any of this? So
any of you that have been here since 2021, when he came to Otter Creek.
Right when he comes to Otter Creek.
And started watching videos, you'll know where that first sign came from. He and his buddies wrote that when he was trying to be a rapper. The word just came out wrong.
Rapper.
And they made lots of fun of it on the video.
Oh, wow.
And that video disappeared. I wonder where it went.
Oh my God. Oh Lord. That is the crazy shit. He actually wrote the signs. Are you? I don't even know what I just listened to. I don't even know. I don't know what to think about this at all, guys. Maybe you need to elaborate on all of that. I mean, because that is something else for sure.
I wonder where it went.
I wonder where it went.
And I'm not reading the comments, guys. I'm not.
She's not reading the comments, guys. She's not. She's not going to talk about Lisa.
I'm going to talk about Lisa. I'm not going to talk about anything else. That's not why I went on here right now.
She didn't go on here right now to talk about her. She will proceed to talk about her.
I went on here because I want to make it clear. I've never slapped Harley. That incident was lots of people at that party were talked to. CPS was involved. They found that it was not the truth. And how did they know it wasn't the truth? Because my little girl told them it wasn't the truth. She said it herself.
From 2020. What year was that party? Hey, what year was that party? Can somebody help me out with that? I'm very curious about something. How many years ago are we talking about? So if you'll post me a date, like a year, you don't have to have a day, but a date, like a year. So the party was in 2021. Is that what she's or she's talking about from 2021 a party? I'm making that very clear. So you're telling me that a child that is now a little kid 5 years ago when they were 1, 2, right in there? I don't remember exactly. So, I mean, you're telling me that back when they talk, I mean, even if we were talking about like 2023, I mean, how old are you talking about? A 3-year-old, 4-year-old? Holy God. Did somebody, wow, what is going on? I'm confused. Yeah. Okay. So 2023, we were talking 2023 there. All right. That would be 3 years ago. We would be talking about what, a 3 or 4-year-old? Oh my. That's crazy.
The handwriting expert has not been proven to be anything but a good handwriting expert.
Look, she's butthurt about this. She's being told in the chat repeatedly that the handwriting expert is a fraud. He's a fraud. He's garbage. And she doesn't like that. because it doesn't meet up. And of course, she won't look up. Again, well, what's amazing, maybe I wouldn't want to admit it either. If I hired somebody for, what did you say, Lynette? $14,000. If I paid them that much money and I didn't get my money for it, yeah, I'd probably be pretty pissed off about it too. But the reality is, again, you can look up him outside of his puff pieces. Look him up in actual court filings. Why do you think he's not in your court filings? Man, if you put that freaking dude into any type of filing, I would decimate them in a courtroom. It'd be so easy. With other judges' words, he has been so bad that they didn't just not allow him to be an expert in many cases. They have taken him to town. So for her to be like, I mean, again, this is her not reading the chat. Okay.
The handwriting expert has not been proven to be anything but a good handwriting expert, and he has a school and he teaches others to do it.
Oh my God. You know how many, there's schools out there. So for me to be good at something, all I need is a school and people to be part of that. I guess I'm going to have to bring back my old university. Yeah. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. ThATuMBRELLAgUY. Oh my God. Yep. If you all would like to join in my university, that makes me the center of whatever expertise I want. I am now a handwriting expert. Why? Because I said so last year. That's right. Apparently, for qualification in that, all I have to do is yell it. Maybe I'll write a Substack about how great I am. It's so absurd.
His handwriting expert is a dentist.
What?
Period. Seems to have a lot of those in his crew. Dentists.
Look at this butthurt. Do you hate dentists, Lynette? I'm just going to say that for a person that gets really mad when you bring up teeth, maybe you shouldn't make fun of dentists, And that's not me making fun of your teeth or anything like that. I'm not going there. I'm just saying, maybe if you don't want the volley, if you don't want the return, I thought about like 19 dental jokes I could have made when she brought up dentists. So maybe, just maybe, she shouldn't have the scorn for dentistry. It's funny too. She's like, your handwriting expert's a dentist. Mine's the greatest. He runs a school. He reads articles about himself. Oh my Lord. I tell you, if I just stepped into this in the middle, I would think we were watching a comedy routine.
Anyway, I'm off here. I said my piece about
she's off here. She will proceed for another almost 6 minutes to go.
About it. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm not reading the mean comments.
She's not going to read your mean comments either. We'll proceed to read your comments.
Because look at who's making them. I'm not making the mean comments.
I'm not making the mean comments. I'm not making them. I never attack people. I'm not going to tell you you're going to burn in hell in a little while. That's not me. I'm not going to say that I hate you. Oh, but you will.
You are. So who's the bad person?
Who's the bad person? Oh my God. These people ever listen to themselves? Ever?
Not me. You.
Not me.
And you have to face God when you stand before him at the end. I'm not worried about my end because I know what God's going to say to me and I know what I'm going to say to him.
There's about a million things I could say here. There's a difference in faith and religion. Okay. This is a wonderful thing. A lot of people don't quite grasp this. Faith, the believing in something more. That's good. It can be. It can be very good. It can be very enlightening. It can make you a better person. It can make the world better. religion, it's something like what we see right here. When you just express, this is dogma of her own making, where she talks about all of the terrible things. Well, they're justified in the end. We've heard this from some of the worst monsters that have ever existed. And I'm not saying you're a monster. I'm just saying that some of the worst human beings that have ever existed have said the same things. That is totally the difference there. Again, faith can be a beautiful thing. You know, it can be very enlightening. It can make you a better person. It can make the world a better place if used properly. But if you establish it as religion, it can be darker. Because again, you know, you see people express they bring it up for their own reasoning. They use it to set you low. You know, they're a spokesman of God. We've heard a lot of bad things, like I said, from people that say these kind of things. So maybe going with that is bad. She also comes up with the, you know, she's a reverend. You know, like that's really difficult to get. Is it to prove that wrong in the past last year? Bam, I got one of those too. Not only did I get one of those, but I got it as That Umbrella Guy. So isn't that fun? I also got it under my real name too. So fun times.
But to all of you that stand behind me and believe me, thanks for being there for us and believing in our family. And those of you who don't see that the bigger story is the other way, you're idiots. And
I'm the nicest person. I never say bad thing. You're an idiot. If you believe me, great. Thank you. If you don't, you're an idiot. And you're allowed to think that too. It's just funny.
I'm sorry. I can't say it any nicer.
I'm just sorry.
You guys have believed. One person came out like a guy standing on a corner looking up at the sky saying, fire, fire, fire. What? And everybody looks up and all of a sudden mass hysteria.
I think the analogy you're going for there is a guy standing in a theater. I don't believe, I believe the analogy goes, there's a guy standing on the corner looking at the sky screaming fire. Most people would just be like, you're what, an idiot. You know, that's what would happen there. You know, when he brought all this stuff up, what's really funny is Lynette Preston pretends that we haven't watched this for the many years that this has gone on. Now, again, I'm not going to say that I go all the way back to 2021. I mean, who the fuck? You know, why would I have that? But I've been watching this for a long time, and I've seen your comments.
Everybody thinks fire. That's exactly what happened.
What in the world?
He said he was going to do it when he first came to Otter Creek, and he
said he was going to set the sky on fire.
Well, did it. He found someone to do his A&E movie or show, whatever.
Look how angry she sounds in there. Listen to the anger there. Listen to this.
He found someone to do his A&E movie or show, whatever. Nasty Neighbors.
Nasty.
Tried it on several people, didn't work. Finally came to us, found out it made him money, and he's.
Wait, what? Tried it on several people, didn't work. Tried it on us, made him money, and he's stuck with it. It's amazing. Again, she leaves out the beginning part where he tried to just make them walk away.
Stuck with it. I think if you guys did your research, like watching his son's video.
See here. All right. Now, talking about the stuff with her kid is off limits, right? It's totally off limits, but Jeremy Hale's kid is fucking totally on the board. That's what the hypocrisy of this is the astounding thing. Again, you know, these people will bring up your kids, they'll bring up your families, they'll do all this shit, and then they'll sit back and be like, I never did anything, and they were so horrible to me. See, this is what I mean. You know, either it is a problem or it isn't a problem. And Lynette, it's pretty fucked up seeing you in commentary trying to talk to Jeremy's kid. When I saw your comments under things that he had posted, that pretty much blew my mind. You know, while they were playing, hey, I'm a good person. It's unreal sometimes to see what they do with stuff like that.
You'd learn. Just look up his son.
Learn.
He's on YouTube. Look him up. Watch his video. If that don't make you cry and pull at your heartstrings, I don't know what will.
Say again. She's totally like, go out there. You know, look at this. Look at that. Lynette, let me be clear. You don't give a fuck about Jeremy Hale's kid. You just hope that it'll hurt him. You hope. And you when you do that, you're going to have a reaction with anger. Like I said, you bring my kids up, you get a reaction with anger. You want to point other people toward his kid. And tell me, again, it hasn't just been watch a video. Oh, they've inserted themselves into this kid's life. They made up weird fucking claims where, you know, he had supposedly said something. So when he came out and was like, that never happened, they were all over it like, oh, we so care about you, you know? And I mean, it's unreal. It's absolutely unreal. It's also unreal. You make comments about John Cook. We talk about those comments. We talk about that. It's so many of these people are like that. You know, so many of them. It's unreal.
But I'm going to stand strong and tall, and I'm going to continue to battle this the way that I know how.
How's that?
That is legally,
Legally.
honestly, with integrity.
How's legally working out for you, Lynette? How has that worked so far? You're in bankruptcy right now, and you're looking at potentially losing everything. How has that worked with you? Honestly, like I said, you know, if you would have came out, see, I bring up her lying with myself because I know something is a lie. I recorded proof that something transpired. And even now she lies. Even now she tries to sell you a story, but it's changed. It's changed 4 or 5 times so far. And if she can't be honest about just basic shit like that, she can't be honest about anything. That's your problem, Lynette. If you lie about something basic, what else will you lie about? And you'll never tell the truth. You'll never come out, and you'll just keep changing the story. Again, we went from the conversation with myself, her, and Tina. It went from them all publicly declaring it was AI. They said it was all fake at first. Which was, it was like, wow, okay. You want to go with that? So bring up texts and other things. Well, they go into spin and they say, no. That was actually just a conversation with her and Tina. And Tug must have put himself in. Totally not real. Like never happened. Then it became, well, there was her and Tina talking, and there was a male in the background somewhere, not involved in the conversation, just there in the background somehow. And now it landed on there's Tina, her, and there's a male in the background that is speaking, but she didn't know who that male was. She had no idea who she was talking to. You know, there's been multiple iterations of that. And the reason I bring that up is when you experience it yourself, when there's just a lie that is just so absurd, so patently absurd from folks. You're like, wow, they'll lie about that. What else will they lie about? That's where that comes up, because obviously people know the reality of it, and it just shows she's a liar. But it does make you question. If you will lie about that, what else will you lie about? So when you say honesty and integrity, where the fuck do you get that?
And that's who I am. Believe it or not, I don't care. To be honest, I no longer care what y'all think. Because no matter what, you're going to believe what gives you fun in your soul, what makes you feel good and relevant. Keep going. Do what you're going to do.
That would mean Lynette's relevant. Did you realize that in there too? I'm nobody. I don't matter. Wait. Relevant.
Not going to hurt me anymore. You're hurting my child. And for that, I hate you all.
You notice we get this whole godly, I love and I don't do anything. And then we get an I hate you all. I hate you all. That's lovely. That is lovely. But of course, she has to do it under the auspices of my child. Because she just can't admit, like, she's just full of hate. She's consumed with hate. It has gotten so bad. She is so consumed with this vitriol that she tells it to her freaking kid. I mean, she tells this to her kid. That's the only way her kid would know what's going on with this stuff.
She never did nothing to any of you.
Did nothing. You know, that means that she did something. Never did nothing. That's actually what that means. So.
Almost wasn't here.
She brought that again. The almost wasn't here. So yet another time, Lynette, you're talking about this child who you say her adoption story should be magical. We're ruining it. Well, you're bringing up yet again that people wanted her aborted. Let that sink in. She is stating that that kid almost wasn't here. Because again, they wanted to abort her multiple times. What a magical story. I would really appreciate someone telling me that magic, wouldn't you?
I saved her life and kept her from not being here, only to have you all do this to her.
Uh-huh. I'm the hero in this story. Me. Look at what I did. And you, how dare you disgust me. Ugh. Holy shit, Lynette. It's unreal, lady.
Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
You should be ashamed of that.
And those of you that stand by us, I want to clear something else up. I've never cut down people that donated to us.
See, we get some Lisa stuff here. All right. I've never cut down people that donated to us. Like I said, I want to note outside of these are multiple subjects she brings up. She just blurs everything together. I've never seen proof that Lynette Preston attacked donors regarding the fence and more. She did say some stuff about the big donor. She absolutely did, where she was trying to set up her victim stance, her victim narrative. So, I mean, for her to pretend that she's never said anything. Okay. Now, like I said, I don't believe for a minute that 2L tells the truth about anything. So when she says that she was talking shit about all the fence donors and stuff, I didn't see that. I haven't seen any proof regarding that. All I have is Lisa saying, hey, Lynette did that there for her. She said she talked a lot of shit about them. And you know what? It did very, very good about tanking anything that you've had come in. Anything. So, it's fascinating, isn't it?
Ever. That was something that never should have been said. That was a lie, and I will defend it to my end. I've thanked all of you publicly over and over again, and the rest of it will come out in my live that I'm going to do. And yes, I will do a polygraph.
I've said over and over again with the polygraph, and people are telling her over and over. Tug said he'll pay for a polygraph. Oh, she don't want that, baby. She doesn't want that at all. I'd absolutely pay for a polygraph. You know, she keeps saying she's going to take a polygraph. Now, you notice it changes. Look, you can see this, by the way. We'll come back to the end through here, but you can see this through the commentary. Check this out here. So here are all the people talking about it. And in the chat there, I mean, you see it over and over. Hey, Tug will pay. Tug will pay. He says he'll pay. He will pay. Look. And it's other people are saying, you know, she doesn't want to use my money because, yeah, as far as that, we would make sure that there's a place. But I mean, it's been offered to her. It's been offered multiple times. I'm like, all right, see, you look, I'm right here. I'm telling her, hey, I have the money then. You want a polygraph? Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. I need a date. I need a date. And I want to look at the place that you're saying you want to have it done with. I think that's fair. If you are totally down with that, then let's do it. You know what? Maybe Jeremy can make a rap song about it. I mean, yeah, very, very. Oh my! I really want that rap song now. I want it. If it doesn't start with a coming straight out of Otter Creek, I'm gonna be upset. Oh Lord, it's so crazy. So
we'll do it. I want to do it. Actually,
she wants it.
So I'll have to figure that out. I found a company. Now all I got to do is come up with the money.
She has a look. Then she'll be like, "Oh no. I'm not asking you all for money." But people are like, "Tug, he's offering straight up."
See ya. No, I'm not asking you for it. I'm not doing that.
She's not doing that. She won't. She wants to figure out how to come up with the money, but it needs to be a control game totally for her, I guess. She said she would do it, but she won't do it. I think I might have a right here in a second. I hear the door opening. I don't know. Yo, I might have heard that one. That was pretty loud. What are you doing, kiddo? Hey, I charged the thing up over there.
The cinnamon toast crunch you got?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It looks like this. It has big eyes with circle lines in them.
Do you want some of that, by the way?
Yeah.
Do you want to? Hey, there's
you got 2 boxes of it.
Well, actually, I got 3. There's a box that's over there by the chair, over by my chair. There's an open one if you want it. And your device is right there on the other little beside the chair. It's on beside the on the little table. See it?
Yay!
It should be all the way, I think. But you can have the cinnamon toast crunch if you want. We eat cinnamon toast crunch as a snack. That's like if I'm being awful, that's what I'm eating. Hey, come here for a second, kiddo. You taking that with you?
Yeah.
Okay, it's over there. Oh, you got your temporary tattoo. I forgot about it. She's got a snake tattoo on her hand.
Temporary.
Yeah, she's like a gangster.
It's just a temporary.
Gangster.
The temporary tattoos come off, like always.
Hey, now, tonight you'll need to get rest. You know why? And tomorrow you said you want to get some, what was that again?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
There's a new ice cream place that opened.
Yeah, that new ice cream. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
What'd you tell people the ice cream you like?
I cream normal one, like not rolled up. Strawberry.
Oh, you want the regular one this time?
Yeah.
Instead of the rolled ice cream? Okay. That stuff is rich. Woo, baby.
And the rolled ice cream I like.
Yeah.
I'm telling them which one I like, rolled up or not.
Yeah. Well, you got the strawberry rolled one the other day, and you like that confetti one too, right?
I like that confetti one.
Yeah.
But the normal one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just regular ice cream.
Is strawberry normal one, and the one I like, the rolled ice cream, is confetti.
Okay, well, if you want to get some ice cream,
I like that rolled up strawberry ice cream.
Okay, well, you get some rest tonight, okay? And because you'll have to be rested up, it doesn't even open till noon. So if you're not rested up and you're crashing out, it'll be hard to get it. All right, Go upstairs, go have fun, okay? But get some rest. We'll tuck you in a little bit. Oh, they like that ice cream place out here. That rolled ice cream. It is good. It's just, it is really good. It's like, it's like the crack addiction of ice cream. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's very good. I just don't need it. It needs to stay away from me because it's too good and I want it. All right, let's go.
So God bless all of you. I never cut down the donors. Umbrella guy, whoever the hell you are, that is a lie.
Whoever the hell you are. Look, hold on for a second. Do what, baby? Yeah, I got that. Yeah, one of those is for you. Grab you one if you want one, okay? Close the door, though, okay? All right, love you. Close the door. I went and got some stuff at the grocery store. She just now noticed it. She's like, yeah. But yeah, look at that. I never, like, again, as I noted to her on this too, for myself, I've never accused her of doing that. I actually made a post about it. And I stated to her, Preston, Lisa said you attacked donors, not me. You need to get that right. You know, she could check last night's live stream or this where I'm talking about it. I said, I've seen no proof you did that. You know, but that's your problem, Preston. You can't see Jeremy and Lisa as two separate things. I think what you did with Hales is nuts. But I think you're right with the money thing, that the money is yours. The first time I heard your story of you attacking donors, though, it was from Lisa's live, not from a screenshot, from her. I've got no reason to lie about that either. Not at all. You know, we aren't pals. And if I thought you actually did it, I would for fucking sure say it. In fact, it'd be very easy because I like I said, I don't like many of these people. I don't like so many of these fucking people that are involved. I don't like many of the people that were buyers, the fucking donors. Man, there's so many of these fucking people. But when they're right on something, they're right on something. It's just it amazes me. I think many of them just want drama. And that's fine too. I'll cover their drama for sure. But it is funny. She's like, I never cut down donors. That's a Lisa lie. So she brought that up, you know. You want to say that? Show proof. And I'm like, you crazy old bat. Like, I have not said that. Again, that is a Lisa statement. But you want to have problems with Lisa. Like, again, she's always looking. This is her problem. It was her problem with Tina. It's her problem with anyone else. When Tina actually contacted or was talking to her, she had decided that Tina in some way wasn't pure enough. There was a problem in that. It's always that way. So, but
I never cut down the donors. Umbrella guy, whoever the hell you are, that is a lie. It was said by Lisa. It never was said by me. And I've never done that. Never. Ever. Find it. You find it. You want to say that, then you bring the proof. You show where I said it. Because again, I'll take a polygraph.
Then fucking give me a date or shut the fuck up. Your clown car ain't going to pay for anybody to actually give you a polygraph. And you know it. So like I said, I'll pay for it. Either take it or stop with the, I'll do it. I really will. I swear. Again, I'll pay for it. Let's do it. Let's see it. We'll ask all kinds of fun questions.
I have never cut down anyone that donated money to my daughter's Christmas or to that fence that.
You notice she doesn't say anything about the barn. You ever notice this when she talks about the donors and cutting them down? She doesn't say, or the barn. It's always to the fence or to Christmas. Huh.
That I believe saves us from so much more hassle and heartache. I don't have to worry who's behind that fence anymore when I used to worry about gunshots coming through it.
See, this is crazy shit. So now she's alleged that, the person that had a protective order against her and John, with John talking about yell pew pew, that has pulled yell pew pew on people. She actually worried for gunshots coming outside of the fence. It's like, are you serious, lady? Are you serious? What an idiot. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. What a bunch of idiots.
So yeah, no, I'm not, and I didn't. And you're a liar.
You're a liar.
And you can talk that over with God, because I don't have to say anything else to you.
You said plenty, you freaking again. You talk that over with God. That also can be very much construed as a threat. You realize that. See, I don't take it as a threat because I'm not near you. But telling people to talk it over with God, like, can you imagine how they would, if I'm like, yeah, why don't you go talk that over with God? Do you imagine how that would be construed? Just say it. Just say it.
You said I said it. Yes, I know. I heard you and Lisa cut down the donors. No, I didn't. Not 1 minute, not one.
Look, she gets mad and hangs up her thing because she goes on the, you and Lisa said it. I'm like, you're bad. If I fucking wanted to say that, I'd say it real loud. You did say some pretty nasty shit about the big donor. Oh, that did happen. Because you were trying to prop yourself into this corner where you would be a victim. Oh, I can't believe this is going on. So you did do that. You actually made commentary on Miyagi's video. So you did do that. But as far as the fence thing, I don't believe Lisa for a fucking second. Because I haven't seen any proof. I'm not saying I think you would be above it. You may well do that. Lord, you attack everybody else. I would not be surprised you would, but there's no proof. There's no proof whatsoever. So, but as far as this, oh my God, hey, you want a bad guy? I'll fucking be your bad guy. That's fine. That's totally fine. I just wish you, would get the stupid out of your ears and actually, practice those listening techniques. They're very, very easy to do, It's so wild. I never did this. I know you've done this. Oh my God. You're the devil. Okay. All right. But anyway, that is her live from today. Fun, right? We were promised another live. We were supposed to be getting one, but it did not come today. Now, I would say we will get one sooner or later. When? Not sure. Whenever she gets upset about something. But she's been promising us one. It is funny when I go through the Lisa, when I go through her transcripts. They're very clear about what she thinks about Lynette Preston. And Preston caught her talking about that too. So I think that's fun. It's also fun. So 2L said that none of those people have ever blocked her before. Remember when she threw the insane fit about being blocked? It's still up on her post, by the way, for Lynette. They're still on her channel. Or she throws a fit about him blocking her channel. But remember that's never happened now. It's so weird. It's so weird to see them just deny things that we watched happen. But anyway, let's do some super chats. We'll do that. And then tomorrow, Lord, we still got those I really want to go over her bankruptcy mess because I think they make the bankruptcy much crazier and funnier. So I want to go over those documents too. God knows what else will pop off. I mean, who knows? So let's go these over. What's up, C Mac and Cheese? Thank you for the hiding there. Appreciate that. Linda, thank you for the silver star. Max Lab, thanks for the 2 there. Your turn. Indeed. Well, you know what? There's been so much crazy. It's kind of, have you enjoyed the last 2 weeks, by the way, folks? Because it has been wild. Thank you, Max Lab, by the way. Deborah, thank you for the 1,000 jewels and the cheers. Thank you. Appreciate you. Laura, thank you for the 1,000 jewels and the GOAT trophy. Thank you for that. Appreciate that as well. And one second, let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Oh my God. David's back in my my email. I didn't notice that at first. That's funny. I wonder when that came in. I'll look at it after we get done. Oh, it's funny. Like, he keeps saying that I'm trying to manipulate him when I'm like, go to the comps. It's so strange to me. You tell these people, you're like, go to the cops. You wrote me in September. You told me that they manipulated you, that they took from you. I'm like, go to the cops. That's manipulation. What? What in the world? I also sent him over some direct quotes from 2L talking about him. It's like, that's manipulation. What? The direct quotes. It's from her Saturday night live stream. How is that manipulation? I mean, if you want people to sit around and take your stuff, then don't ever complain about it again. I don't want to hear one fucking word from these people ever again about money. Ever. I don't want to hear any of them complain. If they will not go to the police, I don't want to hear another fucking word from any of them. They should be happy that somebody kept their money. All of them. At least Lynette had the stones to go to the cops. Oh, Laura, thank you for the GOAT trophy too. Thank you. Appreciate you. Firestarter, thank you for the hiding. Thank you. Pokey, thank you for the flower. Appreciate that. Jen, thank you for the 100. Thank you for that. And thank you for the sparkles. Appreciate you. Hey, Jen, also thank you for the sparkles too. Thank you there. 2012, thanks for the 2 there. The y'all are for missing Lisa served by newbie. Oh man, that whole Lisa mess. You know, her letter is really funny with that too. I'm gonna bring up all of that tomorrow because she wrote again. She wrote a complaint letter talking about him, and she mentions how she spoke to him on the 29th. You know, she told him it was out of town, all of this. None of that's in her statement, of course. In fact, if you read the statement and you take what she says from the 29th and put it into context, looks like it really feels like she was lying about being out of town. Fun times, but we'll see. We'll see. It's fun. Judy, thank you for the gold coin. Appreciate you. Hazel Monday Engel, thank you for the 17 months. Hey there, sadly still in the hospital. His blood pressure still low, even after dropping all the meds for high blood pressure. New knee's doing great. Well, that is the great thing there. And when the other stuff, they get it under control, you'll be able to go home. But that's what the knee replacement, that's the big part of it. That's the big deal. So I'm happy for you. I really am there. I know how discomfort with one's joints, pain, living in pain sucks. Many people do, and I'm happy that something is actually helping you in your life. Love to you, appreciate you, and keep you in your prayers. And everybody else, keep her in your prayers too. 2012, thanks for the 2. Come on, tongue. Newbie, the jokes write themselves. I know, there's so many of them for real. Hazel Monty, thank you for the 250 jewels and the clapping seal. Thank you, appreciate that. Nanya Beeswax, thank you for the floating heart. Firestarter, thank you for the 100. Right? Thank you for the silver star there. 2012, thanks for the 2. Wait, I thought Wells went to vets. Doctors, well, that changes it up, doesn't it? Robin, thanks for the 5. Yeah, again, noting that scam has been around forever, and it has. I cannot believe that they want to go after Megan Fox and to say that, I mean, again, without a shred of proof. Not just that, the the discussion of bonding out was coming from people either, I can't remember if it was in Ray's chat or if it was in her chat, but there was so much disinformation bullshit that, oh yeah, he's got bond, he's got this and that. All these people were, saying this random stupid shit, and it was wrong. It was absolutely wrong. So apparently Megan Fox seeing their comment, does that mean that the people who mentioned it, are you saying anybody that brought up bond, that they were actually scammers? Because it'll be fun going through and finding the folks that actually said that, because I'm sure they're backers of you. So are you saying, just to make sure, are you saying that anyone that notes that is a scammer, or are you just trying to pin something on Megan Fox again? Weird, huh? It's mac and cheese. Thank you for the sparkles again. Thank you. Rhea Wright, thanks for the tea. The sock account is an anagram of he's on a boa. Yeah, you know what? By the way, so I was talking to Megan Fox the other day. We were having a really in-depth conversation, and she stepped aside and she was like, Tug, I want to tell you something really serious. I've had one wish since I was a kid, just one. All my life, I've only wanted one thing, and that is a pet scorpion. I was like, really, Megan? She said, yeah. I always wanted a pet scorpion. I was like, man, a pet scorpion. That's kind of awesome. And again, that may not be word for word, but it's close. It's close. That's how I remember it anyway. Yep, that's what she told me. Mystic, thanks for the silver star. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Again, Ashley, props to you. Monetization's right there. That's good. Taking that, running with it, doing your thing, that's important. You'll be so happy with it. What's up, Lonely? What do you mean? What are you trying to say? I can't help it that Megan only in her life is ever wanted a scorpion. Oh, love it. Love it. Joanna's mom. Joanna, thank you. I said mom, Moran. I don't know where my brain was. Thank you for the gold coin, Lord. Oh, it's been a long day. Mystic, thank you for the gold coin as well. Fawn, thank you for the floating heart. Appreciate that. Bayou, what's up? Thank you for the 250 jewels and the laughing disco, baby. Thank you. Sweet Pete Granny, thank you for the thumbs up. Mystic, also thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate that. One Rad Tech, thanks for the 19 months. Who's Precious? Precious, my precious. We know who Precious is. Oh, wait, different Precious. That's right. Patience. I thought that was funny. She got her Precious in there. That is so funny. She brought out her inner Gollum at the beginning, talking about Precious. That is good times. Yeah. Thank you again, Silver Fox, for noting that. I do appreciate you noting that. Colleen, thank you for the gifted membership there. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. That's awesome. I love gifted memberships. Yeah, I can't say that enough. Thank you. Deborah, thank you for the hiding there. Thank you, Deborah. Pandora, thanks for the 5 there. For profit Shofi. That's right. Patience is a mandated reporter, so she's required to report abuse. Much love to all the Chad and to Tug and Tuglets. Well, thank you. Yes, indeed. If I see something myself too, I will report it. If I notice it in real life, I'm damn well going to, if I see somebody that is, I'm going to say, accosting a child, I will definitely report it. But he Poindexter, thanks for the damn wait. Us not understanding that you're doing this for a living. Exactly. See, I like this. Here I am giving more money because I know exactly what I'm paying for. And it's definitely not a barn dominium. They underestimate Tug's thugs. Yeah, well, everybody knows we run a shop. We cover anything we want out there at all. It's just that this shit show is absolutely amazing. It is. We may actually get us an amazing lull suit. But again, Megan Fox won. as far as the copyright mess is concerned, because she did not follow it up with litigation. So, I mean, okay, good job there, I guess. Thank you again, Valor View, too. I appreciate that. I've got to check your song out there, too. Thank you. The app won't pronounce. Yeah, I go a lot of times. That's why with the app, I'll go with TUG. And if you put in That Umbrella Guy, any kind of compound word like that, it's better if you break it into its own words. It's AI is weird like that. But yeah, I've played with it a lot. But yeah, Silver Fox noted, writing on the MOP, this started with you refusing to follow cease and desist around 5 years ago. Now you want people to follow your cease and desist. Yeah. Well, and it's astounding because it wasn't just the cease and desist. See, if it was just that, but look at the state cases. Like the state cases they brought were an absolute disaster. I mean, they were a disaster. The thumbnail case couldn't have been a worse case if you had tried. That was a terrible case to bring. It was ridiculous from go. And anybody that looked at it could tell. Trespass 5, they had a police officer there. Like, even if you think that was the most horrendous thing ever, that's why ultimately, too, they record it and they ended up dropping video. Because if you don't, you end up with all this crazy spin to the shit. You do anyway. So, now Green Veggie, thank you again for noting. Again, yeah, YouTube... YouTube money. These people have no idea how YouTube works. They talk about success in something. It's kind of like Volman. When he's telling me about YouTube success, I'm like, you don't know that. You've never had that. So you can't talk about, like, if you don't know how the algorithm works or how monetization, the click-through rates, the difference between live, short, long form, all of that, they comment on things they don't know. And they try to make it sound like there's $1 billion in the streets. I still need to laugh at Bowman. I promised him I'd monetize him this weekend. So I'll probably do it. I don't know which day I'll do it. It'll either be Sunday or Saturday or Sunday. I don't know which one. But I do need to monetize him too. He did get really upset. It's so funny. I was talking about this yesterday, but he wrote an article saying that I'm his biggest fan because when he sends emails, I check them. Yeah. He sent, I think it was 10 emails, and I've checked emails. I've opened them 16 times. And that apparently is so crazy to him that he has to write an article about it because nobody else opens his emails. Isn't that crazy? You would think after being in a field for over a decade, you'd think other people would actually read your shit and click on your articles. But apparently I'm one of the very few. I mean, like you said, I find the guy very amusing. I like the fact that, he can get people put in jail that he's trying to assist. It's something else. Never seen anything like it. What's up, Timmy's Pop? Thanks for the treat there. Thank you. Appreciate you, by the way. This girl, thank you for the 200 jewels and the sunshine. Thank you. Appreciate you. I have questions. Thank you for that floating heart. Good to see you, by the way. Mystic, thank you again. You sent a floating heart, too. Thank you, Mystic. JC, thanks for the 2 there. Yes, again. Her trying to shame people's jobs is so insane. I agree. Thank you again there. And E. Poindexter, also, thank you yet again. Yeah, that cautionary tale. Indeed. Indeed. It's still pinning itself, too. Simba, thank you for the hiding as well. Thank you, Simba. Aussie Wombat. Aussie Wombat dropped 5 gifted memberships. Thank you for that, Aussie. I appreciate that. And I very much appreciate you too. Always love when your avatar pops up, I always love seeing it too. Andre, thanks for the 2. LP just has to control the narrative by her truth. Yes, that's the key word there. Her truth. They all say, there. It's not the, it's there, her, you know. It's crazy, isn't it? Nini, thank you for the 5. LP doesn't want exposure for her behavior because it ruins her chance of future drifts. I would believe that, yeah. Rose Girl, thank you again for another 100 jewels and a high 5. Heck yeah, thank you. I don't know why. Every time it's the one thing I find myself always doing. Lisa Lee, I smell like pink. Thanks for the 2 there. Lesson for antis. Comparison is the thief of joy. Yes, that is very much true. It's very much true. You know, it's funny. Like, I don't know why this is so random. The word thief kicked this off. The other day, I decided to listen again. I have not looked over it in a little while, but there is a book from Clive Barker, you know, the horror guy, Clive Barker. He wrote a kid's book called, well, kids as far as like, if it's like Coraline or anything like that. If you consider that kids, I do, but you may not. But he wrote a book called The Thief of Always. And I love that freaking book. Now, there's a graphic novel version of it. And I love that graphic novel. It's out of print, but you can find it on eBay. You can also find the audiobook version of it. But I listened to the audiobook the other day, and it is so good. It's about this kid. You know, we're talking about people who don't appreciate the crap, right? We're saying with this. And it's about this little kid who finds most of life boring. Like, oh. And just wants to wish away, you know, so you can get to the next, whatever, the next fun stuff. So one day something comes to him, and it's not really a man. It's more like the depiction's almost like, looks like a vampire, but something comes to him and says that they know a place where every day is fun. Every day is a holiday at the holiday house, and asks them if they want to go with them. And it's such a good book. I will not ruin it for you. It's an old book, but it's good. I really like it. But the idea where she's bringing up joy and happiness, you brought up the word thief. It's just, I got that stuck in my head. Again, I really like that book. Donna Small, thank you for the treat there. Hey, thank you, by the way. Appreciate you too. Appreciate everything you do. Cajun Joe. By the way, Tina did post today with a receipt from where she sent stuff to these folks. So where they say they you know, nobody's ever sending them cash or anything back when. There were posts of it. Cajun Joe, thank you for the Jeez. Thank you there. Also, thank you for the treat. See that pop in there, and the happy poop. That's hilarious. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Astrid, thank you for the sparkles. On top of that, drops a gold coin too. Thank you. Appreciate you there. Winby, thanks for the 10 months. Establishing street cred by saying you're a child arpist. What she smell? Exactly. What world would anybody call themselves these things? In what world would you even joke about being a predator of that type? You know, the only people that joke about that are, you might see a comedian that's very well established on a show, make something. Otherwise, that's the kind of stuff that burns your life down. And there's no context there except signs going out. And she's like saying that somehow in some way that all fits together in Hale's master plan. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Also, if he wanted to say that she stated something about him, why would he go with that statement? You realize how uncomfortable it is just to even say those things, but to utter them with your name attached in them. Whew. Kenny Ninja, thanks for the 35 months there. Appreciate that. Yeah, it was pick you. That's right, Douglas, because we pick you, and you're a big deal. That's right. That was my former college, which we have not talked about in a minute. That's right. We had we had pick you. You know, because we pick you. And me, yes, I am indeed a big deal. DILL, pickle jokes. But yeah, we made shirts, merchandise of it. So I love it. It's funny we got to come back to the old college, right? Ziggy, thanks for the 19 months. Okay, so I've been around since Bug did a review on some kind of book. Yeah, Jeremy since 2019. Never saw him wanting to be a rapper. I don't remember that. I haven't been around, like, again, I have not been around with everything Hales, mind you. But my Lord, I've been around. Somebody sent me a sign. It says straight out of Otter Creek. I like how straight outta rather is doesn't have the two T's in it. I like how it misspells a little so it fits it there. But it's got Dead Dog Road Records. Oh, that works so well. What's up, Shimon? Thank you for that 1 year, baby. 1 year, kind of my birthday. So Tug, you and the girl's gonna go see the new Resident Evil movie. It comes out, yes. Yes. From the guy, the weapons dude. Yeah, I'm curious about it. I'm scared of it. But the bar is so low. After the Silent Hill movie, my bar is not very high anyway. I'll just be honest with it. I like what I like. I'm not a critic. I'm not gonna sit around, and pull movies apart. If there's something in it that's meaningful or whatever, but my criteria is being entertained, and I am really hoping that'll be entertaining. I did like Weapons. That's from the person who did Barbarians, right? I liked that, or Barbarian rather. I liked that movie. That was a creepy freaking movie. I liked the method of storytelling in it. The way that goes through. I don't want to ruin that movie either. It's a creepy, weird movie that I expected nothing out of. I tripped across it. It was funny because I decided to watch that movie on a whim, and it was before anybody was talking about it. And again, it was because the Scrubs guy was in it. Well, he's kind of interesting and stuff, so I'll check that out. Wow, that was actually a pretty good movie. So yeah, I'm definitely going to see that. Little one, I don't know about that. The oldest will definitely want to see, though. So we'll see what happens with it. But yeah, I really do want to see that. JC, thanks for the tune there. LP's reality is very fluid. Yeah, that's right. Kind of like a hurricane. That is very true. Yes, it changes from day to day. It feels like it. She starts bringing up rapping careers. Lisa, thank you for that 1,000 jewels in the loot box. Thank you. I appreciate that. I like the spelling too. Lee, like Leese. Like that. I don't think I've ever really seen that utilized. That's good. But Naked, thanks for the 16 months. She's not worried about appearing before God. She'll just ignore Sabina like all the others. That's funny. Yeah. It does bother me when people use religion as a bludgeon, doesn't it? I mean, doesn't that bother you? When people are like, my God allows me to. And again, I don't want people to confuse that with faith, because faith is it's a very intimate practice. Minnie, thanks for the vibe. The expert school was his son. He was the only student. That's so funny. I just love the fact that, like, again, we're supposed to take his word on everything too. Like, hey, there's things that they've written obviously about this, so therefore, Valor, what's up, Valor? Thanks for the two. How much does a used polygraph go for? Oh man, that would be amazing. Yeah, slightly used polygraph. Or maybe, she tried permanent jewelry. Maybe she could try polygraphs. That'd be fun, right? Also, Valor, what's up? Thanks for the two there. I'll work on that rap with Jeremy. That'd be amazing. He needs a rap off. Diana, thanks for the 100. Thank you. Appreciate that. JC, thanks for the chili. Huggy Bee, thank you for the gold coin. We have C Mac and Cheese. Thank you for the happy poop. Huggy Bee, thank you also for a floating heart too. Thank you. William, thanks for the 5. The whole rapper thing was how he used to say graper. Oh. So it wasn't a rapper. He was saying just like that makes a lot more sense. Holy shit. So what she's done, what an idiot. So instead of him saying a arpist, he's saying a rapper or a rapist, you know? That makes a lot more sense for sure. Yeah. She's purposely misunderstanding it. What an idiot. He tried to kick off his rap career. Oh my God. Oh, that is amazing. That's hitting me really well, right? Just give me a minute. Oh, that's so funny. He's like, yeah, I can't say this word attached to me. I'm going to call it, rapping. She's like, when he wanted to pop up his rap career, that's where the first song came from. Holy shit. Oh my God. That makes so much sense now. Oh Lord. Oh my. This is why, like tonight, I was having technical difficulties getting in because, Fridays are crazy anyway. And there's probably another platform having problems. It's usually if one has it, then the other platforms get a lot of hits, right? So when I was having problems with it, I was like, man, forget this. Not tonight. I'm just not in the mood. Every time though, when I get in here, I always have fun. There's always something like the rapper moments. Oh, that's amazing. I love it. Hey, what's up, Travis, brother? Hey, thanks for that. Love you, brother, girls. Ain't much. That's always, dude. Always. It is. Hope it makes y'all's weekend better. I'm happier. Helps towards it. Well, thank you, brother. I'm gonna take them, like I said, to ice cream. That ice cream thing kills me, by the way. It's crazy. I saw somebody talking about it too, and they were like, $10 for rolled ice cream is crazy. And you know what? Ice cream's hot. But I went to a Russell Stover outletter. We have one of those here. I try to stay away from it because, Lord, it's a Russell Stover outletter. You can get very cheap, very good chocolate. I try to avoid the place. But in there, they sell ice cream. And their ice cream is very good. But getting 2 scoops of ice cream, 2 little scoops of ice cream in that place costs me about the same as getting this giant cup of rolled ice cream, which is delicious. By the way, it is very good. They put all kinds of awesome stuff on top of it. Oh, it's so great. It's so wild. And thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Rewrite. Thanks for the 5. Tugs. It's really tragic news. Oh no. Oh, that's awful, man. Huh. I liked something to bark about. I didn't know that. Huh. That's really sad. Something to bark about was a decent human being. Well, I hope family-wise, doing okay. I don't know about the family situation and everything there, but I do know I'm glad that as far as everything goes at YouTube, it actually ended up working out. Well, I was happy about that. That's awful. Thank you for telling me too. I appreciate it because I hadn't heard that. I know that we all have an expiration date, we all do. And that's why I like to laugh at the stupid and have fun and spend my days doing what I like to do because I know it ends. And something to bark about. Enjoyed a lot. Like, she wanted a channel that had 1,000 subs. Wanted to have fun with that. That happened, so it's good. That's good. But yeah, very lovely lately. Like I said, you know, saying somebody's a decent human being, man, in the cesspool that we run across online every day, that is a huge compliment, I think. So I mean that in the greatest way. Being a decent human being, man, there's not enough of them out there. So I'm there. And again, I don't know the family situation or everything, but love to them too. Valor News, thanks for the 5. This reminds me, can you have Megan check with Rumble why Grok AI won't upload? Oh, you can't put the. We'll have to see. Maybe they have some kind of control for AI. I'm not sure. I'll see what's what. They've been having some problems over there for a minute, so I don't know what's going on there. You know. E. Poindexter dropped 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, E. Poindexter, and thank you too. I appreciate you as always. You know, I appreciate seeing you. You know, that's the one that like everybody. I think after a while we all get used to each other. You know, we don't know each other, but we do know each other. You know what I mean? We see. That's one of the beautiful things about these things that last for a while. You get to know everybody attached around. I appreciate you. Poindexter, thank you. Ziggy dropped a 5 there. There's not a statement attached, but the 5 is a big statement. The statement is in back. Thank you. Appreciate that. Raya, thanks for the 2. I missed your happy birthday, bro. You missed my happy birthday, Robert Tower. Did I? Damn it. Where? Let me check. Where did I miss that? Give me a second. Was it the beginning? 1 second. I'm just scanning. Just give me a minute here. I'm trying to see if that's a me problem or if it cut it off. That's why I'm looking. I know. I don't see it yet. Huh. I'll have to find it where it's at. Okay. Well, I'm just trying to figure out if it's cutting something off. I don't see it in there. So I'll have to check. I'll have to roll through all of it. But Robert Tower, man, I appreciate Robert there. I'm going to definitely want to throw something into that for sure, too. I think that's a happy birthday. Happy birthday.
From all of us to you.
Happy birthday.
May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We love to have you here. Happy birthday, Robert.
Hey, Robert.
Here's
yeah,
to another year.
Heck yeah, 1,000,000 of them. How about 1,000,000 healthy, productive years? Robert, very much appreciate you. You know, very much. Good people. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. I love being able to celebrate positives, especially there's sadness that comes up and there's positives there. And Robert, I hope it has been a tremendous birthday. If it is not for some reason, again, you get to have not only a do-over, but a whole week of do-overs. Heck, always make the birthday week about yourself anyway. We don't get enough birthdays as it is anyway. So celebrate yourself. You know, take time, have fun. And know you're appreciated, my friend. Mystic, thank you for the silver star. Also, Mystic, thank you for the happy poops, and thank you there. Ziggy, thanks for the 2. Again, not a statement attached to it, but that in and of itself is a huge statement. Thank you. Let me make sure I did not miss anything there. Yeah, I think I caught everything. Again, maybe I missed that at the beginning. Apologize. Thanks for letting me know about something to bark about. I'm going to jump off here now. I don't know. What is it? It's Friday. I think it's Jay live. I haven't checked. If he is, check that out. But I'm going to jump off here. I appreciate you folks. And I will see you tomorrow.